What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about chakras. I am wearing a tie-dye shirt to represent all the chakras, the 7 main chakras. So if you are new here, welcome. My name is Samantha. I'm a holistic practitioner where I practice Reiki, body code, and I'm also a mindset coach. The purpose of this channel is I'm just trying to teach you about this thing called life. Put your life into your hands. Put your health into your own hands so you can step into your power and level up your life. So chakras, what are they? So these chakras are part of your subtle body. And if you're not familiar with your subtle body, I'm going to do a quick recap, and I'm going to put my video on subtle energy somewhere here, or in the description somewhere. I'm still new at this. So your subtle body, we have a physical body and a subtle body. Physical body, organs, veins, your skin, and this is vibrating slower than the speed of light. This is what our eyes can see. Our eyes can actually only see 1% of all the light reflected to us. Think about that one for a second. Okay, so then our subtle body are energies that are vibrating faster than the speed of light. So we can't see them, but they're there. So very similar to our physical body, our subtle energy has very similar anatomy. So our chakras are the organs, the aura is our skin, and the meridians are our veins. But everything happens in an energetic level first, a subtle level first, because we're all energy. But for the purpose of this, because we could see each other, we're physical. I'm just going to say physical and energetic. We're going to just do subtle energies just to make things a little easier. So everything happens in a subtle level first. There is no time and space here. So if you have any blocks or imbalances, it automatically happens in the subtle body. Automatically, no time space. It's just done. You're blocked up. So it will manifest into your physical body. Now, our physical body, there is time and space. So we won't see the symptoms or the symptoms of the blockages from the subtle body for maybe a couple days, couple years, couple decades. We don't know. It is what it is, but it will manifest eventually into your physical body. So what are chakras exactly? Chakra just means wheel or vortex. They are just little energy centers that are spinning clockwise. Now, these energetic centers are spinning to the front of the body, and they're also spinning towards the back of your body. They're vortexes. So think of like a tornado type thing. Tornado in the front of your body, tornado in the back of your body. The only exception is the crown chakra and the root chakra. The crown chakra, which is at the top of the head, just spins to the top, from the top of the head, and your root chakra faces to the ground and spins downward. So there's not two, they just have one, while your other chakras have one in the front and one in the back, and they give and receive energy. The quality of energy you are sending out, you are receiving that quality of energy. So each chakra has its own vibration, has its own frequency, and it has its own specific role, and it governs different parts of the body and different parts of our lives, emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And it gets reflected into our physical bodies whenever there's blocks in there. So based on how you react to your world, your thought patterns, and whether you suppress your emotions, it's going to disrupt your flow of energy in each chakra, and then it will manifest in your body. And I keep saying that manifest in your body because I want you to get to the point that if you have a very bad or a negative thought pattern, or you suppress your emotions, it's going to affect your body. I just want to get that point across because your thoughts are very powerful. You get it? Cool. Awesome. So now let's talk about the main chakras. There are 7 of them. Now let's rewind. These are 7 main chakras. There are a whole lot more chakras out there, and even different cultures recognize 8 chakras or 9 chakras or 6 chakras. But 7 has kind of been the one where everyone kind of agrees on. They're like, yeah, okay, we'll stick with the 7, but there's a bunch more, and there's chakras everywhere in our bodies. We have some in our hands as well. Let's start with chakra number 1, the root chakra. This one is at the base of your spine, and this is your survival center. Do you have your basic needs met? Do you feel like you belong? Are you holding on to trauma? Because that's where trauma is stored. Ooh. Then if we go up the sacral chakra. This is below your belly button, and this is all about your sexuality, your passions, your creativity, and your emotions. Above that, above the belly button, is your solar plexus chakra. Personal power, your ego, your personal identity. Then moving forward to the heart, your heart chakra, and this is all about that love and connection. Throat chakra, purification center, speaking your authentic truth, being your best self, your true self. Third eye is all about wisdom and being aware, your awareness. And lastly, the crown chakra on top of your head is spiritual connection and transformation. And these are all located on your spine, along the spine. So how do chakras get blocked and imbalanced? Everything begins with you, babe. Your thought patterns. Are you negative Nancy? Are you the most positive person in the world? Because your body is a manifestation of your good old thoughts. Your thoughts are very powerful. So if you're hating on yourself a lot, saying you're not good enough, saying you're not lovable, telling yourself that you're always going to be poor, telling yourself that no one's ever going to love you, you're controlling yourself too much, it's going to be reflected into your body. And depending on what you say to yourself, whatever frequency, whatever the theme is, it's going to affect that specific chakra. So if you are worried about financial needs, saying that you're poor, money's never enough, money's hard to come by, you don't feel a sense of belonging, you don't have a tribe of people to rely on where you feel safe or you just don't trust at all, that's going to affect your root chakra. And then you're probably going to have lower back pain. Sound familiar? Yeah, Now, with that being said, just because you have lower back pain does not mean it is a root problem, a root chakra problem. Chakras do overlap a little bit, so it can be a root chakra problem or a sacral chakra problem. And actually the root and the sacral kind of work together. So it's like in order to survive, you need relationships, and you need relationships in order to survive. So the root is all about challenges, overcoming challenges, and the sacral is all about how creative you can be maneuvering through these challenges. So those two kind of work together. But like I said before, each chakra, there is some sort of overlap. And if you do have an imbalance or block in a chakra, sometimes it could just mean that a chakra is working on overdrive because one is blocked. So for instance, if your heart chakra is very blocked, the throat and the sacral chakra is going to work on overdrive, and they might even be blocked as well. Probably nothing going on. Like maybe you never had a problem speaking your truth, but because your throat chakra is working on overdrive, it's overbalanced, it's not balanced, it's just unaligned, then maybe you will start noticing that you're gossiping more, you are criticizing yourself too much, you aren't speaking your truth, you're not speaking up, you're pretending to be someone else. Same thing with your solar plexus. Maybe you were the most confident person in the world, but your heart chakra is a little blocked, so now your solar plexus isn't the greatest, and you're not confident anymore. You have really low self-esteem and you judge yourself too much. So that can also be a reason why your chakras are blocked and balanced. So you might not have thoughts or reacting to things in your world based on what the chakra means or what the chakra says or represents, is what I'm trying to think of. It could be a chakra that's next door that you're just working on overdrive, and then you're going to start reacting in that way. So once you figure out the root cause, the root chakra, or once you find out the dominant chakra that's blocked, you clean that up, then the other ones can be balanced as well. Also, how are you reacting to everything? Do you see something, you're like, oh, here we go again, another thing that I have to deal with? Okay, let's see. Your thoughts create emotions. And we tend to suppress our emotions. Maybe run away from them. So when you run away from your past or your emotions, there's still energy and they gotta go somewhere. So then they find a place in your body and then they disrupt the flow of energy. So everything in your body, every block or imbalance is contributing to you holding on to the past, a past thought, a past emotion, a past reaction. So in order to clean up your emotions or clean up your solar plexus, clean up your chakras, you have to start letting go of the past. So what does that look like? Well, you can start changing your belief system, your limiting beliefs, identify them and start changing them, changing the thought. Because once you start changing the thoughts to more positive, being more your authentic self, the emotions will follow. It might not happen overnight because I made a video on the good old subconscious mind, but it is doable. And then the emotions will follow. Whenever you have an emotion, process them properly. Do not run away from them. Do not suppress them. And there are a number of ways to do this. You can sit with it, just feel it in its fullest. That can be very hard to do. I get it. I don't really practice that too much. You can journal. You can write a note, rip it up. You can do EFT tapping. That is also a nice way to help with your emotions, or you can de-escalate the emotion, talk the emotion down like, hey dude, are you okay? We're good. There's no reason to have anxiety. This is just the past and you're just training yourself. There are other ways that you can balance and align your chakras. You can figure out what's going on in your life that you're having problems with, and you can work on them. So if you have a sacral chakra blockage, that is your creativity, your passions, your sexuality, and your emotions. So your emotions, are you feeling them or are you suppressing them? Okay, we just talked about some ways that you can process them properly. Now your passions, we have a tendency to control ourselves too much. We don't indulge because it's bad. I like to use the analogy of when you're on a strict diet and say you go to someone's birthday party and they're passing out cake and you love cake. You're like, no, I can't have cake. No, I'm on a strict diet. Blah, blah, blah. Even though you're on a strict diet, a piece of cake will not kill you. It will not destroy your efforts to losing weight. You're controlling yourself. You're not enjoying life. So that's kind of what I mean by controlling. You're controlling yourself too much. You're not go with the flow. So maybe start going with the flow, dancing, especially with the root chakra, shaking your hips, and just getting back to what makes you happy, your passions, your creativity. Just do that, and that will help you align your chakra. There's sound healing frequencies. Each chakra has its own frequency. You can listen to that. You can meditate, start letting go of the past, start focusing on your future and the person who you want to be. You can do energy healing. So you can do Reiki, you can do body code. There are crystal bowl massages that you go to. There's just so many different ways you can align your chakras, but just find which one works best for you. So that's it with chakras. I'm going to be doing individual chakras as well in the future, so definitely check those out, get more detailed with them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.